If you are making one of these mistakes that I'm going to share in the video, then you are hurting your cleaning business. No, I'll take it a step further. Forgive me for being dramatic, but you are legitimately killing your cleaning business growth potential. By the end of this video, you're not only going to know the mistakes so you can avoid them, but I'm also going to give you actionable tips to make sure that your cleaning business thrives. Hey, MikeMak here, founder of AutomatedCleaningBusiness.com. Today, we're going to talk about big time mistakes and how to avoid them. So you're just not one of those many cleaning company owners who just seems to be spinning your wheels and getting the wrong types of clients and just never seeming to hit your truest potential. All right, so there's a lot to cover. Let's dive in. Okay, mistake number one that you must avoid is lacking clear goals. Goals are super important. Most people I don't have to tell it to, but the way I look at it is this is literally your GPS for your cleaning business. If you don't have goals and you're kind of like living client to client, you're never going to know what a success is. You're not going to know when you're succeeding and when you're failing. And a lot of times this is what helps people get stuck in this place of like, I don't know what to do next, because you haven't set out a clear intention. So the easiest way to do that is to take out a notepad and actually think about what you want your company to be. Don't just talk about how much money you want to make. Yeah, that's important. But what kind of company do you want it to be? Who do you want to serve primarily? Do you want to serve high ticket clients? Or you're like, no, I'd rather serve hundreds of clients. I want to take care of everyone in my area. That's okay too. There really is no wrong answer. It depends on you. But whatever you do, just be clear. Be very clear on what you want, the timeline you think it's going to take to get there. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you're focused on your goals, you will progress your company forward. If you don't do this, you may be one of many cleaning business owners spinning your wheels. Let's get to the next one. Mistake number two is poor time management. Okay, again, another one that seems obvious, but again, it's a common mistake I see. And here's the deal. You are your own boss now. For a lot of people, a cleaning business tends to be your first business. It was my first business after all. And this is the first time where you are in control of your schedule and no one else is in control of your schedule. So because of that, you have to be disciplined. You have to know what you're going to be doing the next day, okay? It's very important for you to manage your projects just so you can stay ahead. The last thing you want in the world as a business owner is waking up the next morning and not knowing what you're supposed to be doing for your business. That is killer. By the way, if you're in that spot, I put together a free school community with free courses below. No one should be in that position, but if you feel like a little intimidated about what to do, then join that community. First link in the comments. But the easiest and best way to do this is get an app. I use Todoist. It lets me track my to-do list items, but it also lets me color coordinate them so I know what to focus on. Because if I just have a huge list with 100 different tasks, I'm not going to know what's important. And if I don't know what's important, then I'm just going to be getting rid of and crossing off a lot of busy work, but not ultimately the stuff that's going to drive me to where I want to go. If you do it that way, then you can focus on the tasks that actually pull your company much closer to your goals versus just getting you burnt out, crossing off things that don't really matter. Let's get to mistake number three. All right, mistake number three is me branding. Okay, a lot of people overlook this. They overlook this because they think it doesn't matter. They think, no, I'm just gonna market. I'm just gonna create the logo that I like, and I'm just gonna go out there and tell people I'm the best. Typically, the people who watch this channel aren't thinking like that, but trust me, it is very common. And it's so easy to spot these companies because they usually have a generic name like ABC Cleaning, and they typically have a tagline like best ever or best in the town, best in the state. But the problem with that is your potential clients, that does nothing to attract them. Why? Because they're talking about themselves. Those companies are just bragging about how good they are. Maybe they won some award that no one's ever heard of, even locally, but they'll plaster it all over their website. And again, it just paints the wrong picture. The picture you really want to paint is that you are the best for them because you know their problems, you know their needs, and your company is built in such a way that you are going to take care of their needs. This is the type of messaging, this is the type of branding that gets ideal clients to say, yeah, that sounds good. When can you start? So avoid me marketing at all costs. Let's get to the next one. Okay, the next mistake you must avoid is marketing without the systems. So what am I talking about here? Every marketing strategy ever will work to a certain degree. Obviously, a lot has to do with, how good you are at the thing, but it also matters in how consistent you are. Without a system, it's almost impossible to stay consistent, whatever you're doing, even the stuff I don't like cold calling and going door to door. If you're consistent and you get good, you will land customers. And to make those things work, you have to show up. No matter what you use, you have to do it consistently. And that's why we want to build a system, okay? So whatever your system is, whether it's cold email or door to door, at least systematize it. And what I mean is, plug it into your schedule, write it down on a Google Doc. Say, this is what I do Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. I will be knocking on doors. It's just how it goes. And my goal is to knock on at least 42 or 45 doors, something like that. That is so much better than jumping from marketing idea to marketing idea to marketing idea. You show me a company that lands clients consistently, and I will show you a company that has a marketing system that they are dedicated to. Avoid this mistake at all costs. All right, mistake number 5 is underpricing your services. This mistake usually happens by 2 types of cleaning companies. The first one is more of that inexperience. Hey, I don't know any better. I'm just underpricing. I'm just trying my best out here, which is totally understandable. The second type of cleaning company owner that makes this mistake is someone that's treating this more like a side hustle, and they're just trying to win the bid at all costs. So they'll put in a really low bid and hopefully they get it. And then maybe they do the cleaning themselves, or possibly they put another cleaner there for a month or 2, and then they realize that it's not profitable. You can't pay a cleaner. It is a nightmare when you're underbidding like that. So please do not do that. There is no excuse for underbidding. There are tons of resources out there, just like on this channel, where we show you how to put a bid together. So please study this and study it well, so you don't become one of those companies that great clients just ignore because they don't take your low bid seriously. Mistake number 6 is speed to customer response. Okay, this one is super important because this is going to say everything about who you are as a company. So let me paint this picture. You just get a new client. You're really excited about it. And let's say your first night, you do a great job. You are so impressed with your own work. You're like, this is good stuff. And then the next morning, you get an email that says, a couple bags were missed. What's going on? This isn't a good start. I'm not happy. Whoa, what do we do now? First thing is first, you do not panic, you do not get angry, you do not get defensive, and you get right back to your client. Your goal should be, when a client reaches out to you, that you get back to them within the hour, no matter what. This is going to give them this feel. It's going to give them this feel that you are on top of things, okay? So the mistake I see is when people are like, oh, I'm too angry to respond right now. Or they'll respond aggressively. They'll respond defensively. What do you mean? We were there all night. We did a great job. How do you not see that? The reality is that it's your first time. You probably did overlook something super important, but probably small, but it was enough for this client to worry because maybe they just invested much more in the cleaning budget than the prior company. So they just want to feel like they're actually getting their money's worth. This is a quick fix as long as you handle it like a pro and not like a company who just doesn't have their stuff together. Now let's get into the last one. All right, we've been through a lot together on this one, all right? So if you're still watching and you got the value, hit me with a thumbs up and also subscribe so you see the videos when they come out. All right, now let's get to number 7. Okay, mistake number 7, this is a juicy one. I left it for the end, and that is not investing in growth. Now this comes in many shapes and forms. This could be investing in a better website. This could be investing in a better logo, more unicorn. This could be investing in more marketing, okay? This could be investing in a coach or a mentorship to help you get there a lot faster. This could be investing in better equipment. So when people at the account open up the closet during the day because there's like a coffee spill, they see pro equipment and it makes them feel extra confident that they hired the right company. There is a direct correlation between companies who don't invest in themselves and fail versus the companies who invest in themselves and succeed. I know in the beginning with my first cleaning company, it was a franchise, so the margins were very, very, very small. So it was really tough to invest. I wanted to, but even back then I realized that even though my margins were small and my profit was low, it does not excuse the fact that I should be investing. If I want to get better clients, I have to invest. If I wanted more clients, I have to invest. Either way you look at it, as a business owner, we should always be investing. This is one of the fastest ways to go from good to great. Okay, so the truth of the matter is there's more than 7, okay? It's a business. Businesses can be very, very, very difficult, but they could also feel pretty seamless providing you're doing the right things. And I know if you stop these mistakes, you are going to stop that ceiling you're up against to growing your company. If this video was valuable and you enjoyed it, there is a high probability that you're gonna love this video as well. Peace out, Cub Scouts.